Horses are leaving the yard ahead of the Moran Store Handicap. The last at Kalgoorlie, a 1200 metre 60-plus race where they are going to absolutely burn. The two fastest gallopers in the Goldfields go head-to-head, Nemiroff and Excaro. Number 1, Haldor, has also got some speed but is drawn in the river. Gate number 11, Jaden Thomas is the trainer and Mitchie Pateman takes the ride, Crishane.
Holdora second up today, just cast the eye over it, looks a lot fitter for this assignment. Pacey type, has the outside barrier to contend with though. You look for her to zip across and try and find a spot.
Number 2, Hay and Lads, also got speed but probably going to be burnt off at the 1200. Draws gate 5, Neil Della and Kate Whitten.
Yeah, horse that's going great guns for mine, but for a low purchase, Hay and Lad. I think it stalks the speed here, Hay and Lad. There's just going to be too much. Excaro, Nemiroff, it is drawn well, so it'll just sit off them today, you would think.
5 starts in Kalgoorlie for Excaro. 4 wins and a second placing. Showed abundance of ability and an abundance of speed last start to cross, lead and win, beating Tumbleweed Tango by 2.5. Today probably has to sit outside of Nemiroff.
Yeah, you'd think so. If Nemiroff gets out of the gates really fast, it may open up an opportunity for Excaro to drop in. But there is a lot of other speed from outside it as well. But yeah, I've mapped it to be sitting at its flanks, Nemiroff, Excaro. But it's a most progressive and promising horse. I think this is its biggest test to date, and we'll see how good she is today.
Number 4, Out of Detention, joins Craig Wright's yard. Brad Parnham takes the ride. 6 starts here at Kalgoorlie for 2 wins, but hasn't won for 400 days.
Yeah, it's been disappointing, albeit down in the metro area. Big horse, he is, Out of Detention, and has raced at this track before, under the eye of Craig Wright.
Number 5, Nemiroff, led them up at Belmont Park last start in a race run 5.5 lengths above benchmark, and so naturally the money has come today. $5 into about $3.80 now. It's one-way traffic, at least at the moment, for Nemiroff.
Oh, has speed to burn, this horse, leads this field. Will have them really stretching their necks and look particularly keen and fresh in the yard. So that's what you'd expect, and that's going to be reflected in the run. It's going to be heltering, skeltering in front.
Number 6, Truth and Lies, freshened up here 49 days between runs for the Luke Fernie stable, looking for a treble today, as is William Pike.
Yeah, returning from a let-up, but all of Luke Cole Fernie's horses have gone particularly well today. So behind the scenes, if this horse has been working well with the let-up, there's no reason why he can't play a part here.
Number 7, Fair Trucive, comes to Kalgoorlie today off 3 Metropolitan runs, which have all been very good. Does draw wide, but she can sustain a run and she's got good form.
Yes, definitely so, and well-built type of mare too, really strong in the back end. She gets weight relief, but is going to be back in the run. That's my only main concern.
Number 8, Ice Crusher, I thought, ran a race 2 starts ago and showed a little bit of ability. Neville Newton, Alan Kennedy combine.
Yeah, I agree at the big odds, racing well enough, just been behind them, gets back.
Number 9, Lady Legime, was freshened up last start when running 2.5 lengths behind Ship Creek, draws wide, Peter Fernie and Geordie Turner together.
Yeah, I don't think they've still worked this horse out, Lady Legime, but she's racing really well, just without winning.
Number 10, Palmer Morenti, should get a soft run 3 back the fence, you would imagine, and can show a turn of foot on his day. He is actually the only galloper here in the Goldfields to have beaten Excaro.
Yes, definitely so, Scott, and meets Excaro 6 kilos better today. But the form has been up and down. I don't know if his form or training has tapered off or not. Hopefully, he's back on track today.
Number 11 is a 2-rack Toff mare. She is a bay. Her name is Ship Creek, and she's a last start winner here at Kalgoorlie.
Is last start maiden winner, yes, and
Class 2 even.
In a Class 2, correct. So won 3 from 14 and can show speed out of the gates, this mare, and did look exceptionally well, as always Neville Parnham's do.
Number 12, Thunderstrut, now in the care of Cliff Smith. Lucy Warwick takes the ride, has been pretty disappointing of recent times.
Yeah, it has been. Has had a look at the track the last 2 occasions here, both over 1,200 metres and then 100 metres behind Excaro, but has been disappointing.
And Tumbleweed Tango absolutely ran out of her skin last start when second to Excaro, an 8-year-old mare.
Yeah, definitely so, Scott. It was a real eye-catcher. Did sit sort of just behind the speed, though, in a race because of Excaro was just running those quick sectionals, I don't think anything had a hope in trying to run off faster sectionals. So Tumbleweed Tango was a good run, but just has to reproduce that.
Okay, let's have a look at this market. It's $2.50 for Excaro, $5 Nemiroff according to Tab Touch. So the money was short-lived as the support does come for Excaro. Shane Warren, your late mail here ahead of race number 9.
Yeah, they're moving up, Scott. Lucky last, race number 9. We haven't had 9 races here in Kalgoorlie for ages. 3, 5, 7 and 2. 3 Excaro. This is the biggest test to date. Most progressive and promising horse to come out of Kalgoorlie this year. She's, I love when mares, when they're hit form, you just keep backing them. I think Excaro, she's the one. We'll see how good she is today. 5 Nemiroff has to be the one to run down. 7 Fairtrusive and 2 Hayen Lad.
Shane Warren going 3, 5, 7 and 2. They're loading in very, very quickly. There's still 30 seconds until post time, so hopefully they don't jump early like they did for the last at the most recent meeting. Here's Dave Sheehan for the call.
So the last few to come along and will be set to go. Fairtrusive comes up. About to come along here with Ice Crusher with the black cap. Don't forget in a fortnight's time here, we have the Terra Drilling Campbelder Cup and the Blue Spec Drilling Boulder Cup in a fortnight's time. Fair Scenari winning the Hahn Electrical Coolgardie Cup today. Jade McNaught a double. And winning the cup, her biggest win, trained by Stephen Miller, doing it all the way, Fair Scenari. Now Fairtrusive to come along, and Ice Crusher, the last one to come up. We've seen William Pike ride a treble, Mitch Pateman a double, Luke Fernie train a double, Jade McNaught's ridden a double, including the cup. Peter Fernie's trained a treble. So Fairtrusive to come along, and Ice Crusher in gate number 8. Fairtrusive, the outside for Chris Nicol. Shouldn't be too far away. Been a good crowd, great days racing here from Kalgoorlie. This is the 9th event. Fairtrusive comes up, the weather's been perfect. Now Fairtrusive goes on in, Ice Crusher with a barrier blanket on, not over keen on the gates. Couple of attendants there with Ice Crusher. Here's Fair Scenari jumping to the front, able to do it all the way in the Coolgardie Cup. Pims Royale won nicely today as well. Red lights on. 1200, Excaro favourite. Set. Stand by. A good line. Releases the field, beautiful start. Thunderstrut went back, Ice Crusher went back, Nemiroff came out fast. Excaro showing plenty of speed around the outside. It's going up there in the early stages. So it's Excaro, draws about a half length here over on the outside, then on the inside rather kicking up as Nemiroff. It's going to hold the rails. Heldora settled 3rd, Ship Creek 4th, then Fairtrusive who's wide. Out of detention, Hayen Lad, it is back on the inside. A further 1.5 to Palmer Morenti. Then came Tumbleweed Tango. It's found itself a long way back with Truth and Lies going up 3 wide with cover. Then came Thunderstrut, a further length then to Lady Legine, and Ice Crusher on the fences at the tail. Coming around the corner, 400 to go. And it's Nemiroff in front. Excaro goes to it on the outside. 2 away then to Heldora from Ship Creek. They balance up now, and Excaro got to the lead. Draws about 3/4 now on Nemiroff. Then 2 away to Ship Creek. Down the outside, Heldora out of detention. It's Excaro in front with 100 to go. Ship Creek trying hard to get it. Excaro in front from Ship Creek, and Excaro's just got there from Ship Creek. Palmer Morenti flashed through. Over on the inside was Nemiroff. They were followed by Ice Crusher, Lady Legine, Hayen Lad. Out wide was Tumbleweed Tango. Heldora pulling up quickly. Out of detention, Fairtrusive, Thunderstrut. Truth and Lies last. I think it's just one here. On the inside, Excaro. On the inside, the favourite worked outside the leader. Number 3 is up. Number 3 is up in the frame. Excaro, Fiona Bell, working outside the leader. Second is number 11, Ship Creek, ridden by Stephen Parnham. Excaro having to work today. But she has done it. And number 10, Palmer Morenti, has run third, flying through late. Palmer Morenti, 3:11 and 10. 3:11 and 10. Fourth goes to number 5, Nemiroff, who set the speed. But she had to work today. Excaro. It looked that way on paper. She spent a little bit of juice early because Nemiroff kicked up, held her. She had a bit of a shot from the lead. She's now had 9 starts for 5 wins, this mare. Celebration is trained by David Smith here in Kalgoorlie. Also part owns the horse with B. Kelly, I Haste, G. Solly, S. Roach, J. Meredith, D. Stanton, A. Puka, also L. Reeves and D. Pugh. Congratulations to all the owners there. David Smith, the trainer, Fiona Bell, the jockey. It's a half head by a neck. It's a half head by a neck there after the final event. Second goes to Ship Creek at the Every Chance just behind them, trained by Neville Parnham, Steve Parnham. Palmer Randy flying through late, trained by Neville Newton. Randy Tan gets third in front there of number 5, Nemiroff, ridden by Jade McNaught. A half head by a neck, half head by a neck. The winner about to come back in Excaro. She's a good galloper, winning the Moran Store Handicap over the 1,200 metres. We'll have that all clear shortly.
It's hard to say. She's a very highly strung horse, and she runs on adrenaline type thing. So she's could have more there, but I'm not sure.
She's been doing a very good job, and you're doing a very good job with her. Congratulations, Dave.
Thanks very much.
There's Dave Smith with the win of Excaro. She's now won 5 from 6 here at Kalgoorlie, and she might well progress on the 22nd on Boulder Cup Day to a Boulder Cup at 1400, which would give her automatic entry if she was able to win that race into the Hannon's Handicap. But at least Dave Smith would be able to know whether she's able to step to the next grade and whether she's able to see out the 1400, because she's very impressive. She's got a high cruising speed, and she showed grit and determination today because she's been kicking away from rivals recently, but today she was left there a sitting duck, and she was able to fight them off in the end and hold on from Ship Creek, who was very good for Stevie Parnham. Number 10, Palmer Morenti, that was a replay watcher's run, really firing through late. And then the 5 in Nemiroff, who led them up, looked beaten on the home corner, but I thought fought on quite well. 3, 11, 10 and 5 after the running of the Moran Store Handicap at Kalgoorlie. It's Fiona Bell's built up a really good association with this horse, and Fiona joins us now. Fiona, she had to dig deep today. Was that pretty impressive for you?
It was very impressive for me. Didn't really kick off the corner like she usually does, but she won that race through straight grit. She just wouldn't give up in the last bit.
Do you think she didn't kick off the corner because Nemiroff was really clicking along in those early stages?
I think so. She wanted to go a little bit quicker between the 7 and the 600, and I had to anchor her a little bit, and I don't think she liked that. Ruined her rhythm a little bit, but we'll learn from it and ride her differently next time.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Fiona Bell with Excaro, a very impressive mare here in Kalgoorlie. That's it from Krishane and I, but make sure you join us again in a fortnight's time when we have the Boulder Cup here at Kalgoorlie. It's Boulder Cup and Boulder Cup, and then we've got the traditional annual Kalgoorlie Cup coming up, Krishane. It's exciting times.
Oh, definitely so, and I think the Coolgardie Racing Club's going to be wrapped with today's stellar and quality lineup with the field sizes. It's definitely a merit to them. And Tab Touch Hannon's Handicap, Thursday, the 3rd of October. 2 days later, the Iron Jack Kalgoorlie Cup. It's going to be a ripper, folks. Don't miss it. Make
sure you join us on the 22nd when we bring the Boulder Cup from Kalgoorlie. But for now, it's goodbye. It's also race number 9 at Singapore for the rest of our viewers at home.